Hi, everybody, and welcome to Vanessa's Van Life Journey. I am your lovely host, Vanessa, and I am here today with a cooking video. I am here to cook some breakfast food, and it's for dinner. So I'm going to make some oatmeal, some bacon, some eggs, and some toast. If you guys don't know, I live in a van, so I am showing you how you could actually cook in your van and cook home cooked meals on the daily and cook enough for leftovers. But I was greedy, so the only thing I had leftovers of was oatmeal. But that's okay, you guys. Don't tell nobody I ate all this food that you're gonna see me cooking here. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is some country crock butter, and I'm kind of at the end of the bucket of the tub of the butter. So I'm just going to put that butter in there because I like to marinate and boil the ingredients that I'm going to be putting in this water. I like to boil them first for a long time, for about 30 minutes before I start cooking my oatmeal. So I'm going to add some walnuts in here, and I should have added a little bit more because I like that nutty, crunchy taste of the walnuts. And I'm also going to add, let me just tell y'all what I'm going to add in here now. I was out of a few things and I didn't add them, but if I would have had them, I would have normally add them. I add walnuts, apples, bananas. I add cinnamon, nutmeg, and sometimes a little bit of vanilla, but it's not necessary. And you can add brown sugar like I'm adding here, and make sure you add you some butter. And you're going to take your bananas and break them up, chop your apples up, put that in here, and you're gonna let this come to a boil. You could put a lid on it and just let it boil for about 30 minutes. About a good 30 minutes. I let it boil until my bananas are like really soft, so that way once I stir my oatmeal in, the bananas kind of just dissolve into the oatmeal. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the oatmeal or actually not the oatmeal, but I'm gonna let the fruits in the oatmeal and the butter and all that boil, come to a good boil, and where they start to dissipate, I pretty much let the water that I put in here to begin with boil completely out. And as you see, I'm putting my bananas in there in some chunks, but I pretty much, and I should have put more water in here. I usually let my water boil completely out before I add my oatmeal in, and I add a little more water in once I get ready to put my oatmeal in, let that come to a boil, and then I put my oatmeal in. So I'm just breaking off my bananas in chunks, and you're gonna let that boil and just cook and marinate, and with that cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, and I forgot I'm adding raisins in there as well. I add everything but the kitchen sink in my oatmeal. And if you have somebody in your family that do not like oatmeal, oh my goodness, once they eat this oatmeal, they will start eating it. And if you raise your children up on this when they're young, they're gonna always like oatmeal. So as you can see, I'm letting it boil, and like I said, that cinnamon that nutmeg and all of those good seasonings are going to have your house smelling so wonderful. Next up, I am getting ready to fry my bacon, and I'm cooking my bacon on a low heat. You guys, my bacon came out so good. I think this is the best I've ever cooked bacon before in my life, because sometimes I'm guilty. I usually cook on a high heat, and I am trying to learn how to cook my foods on a low heat because I am used to hurry up and trying to cook and get things over with. So I am learning how to cook on a low heat. But as you can see here, I'm putting my bacon on top of my little griddle thing, or whatever you call this. Y'all, the next time I go to the thrift store, I'm gonna be looking out for another one of these things because I love them, and I actually could use another one so I could be cooking more stuff at one time. Like when I be cooking my salmon and I have some Brussels sprouts, I could be cooking the salmon and the Brussels sprouts or whatever else I have at the same time. And as you can see here, I have the bacon on there. I'm cooking it on a low heat, and then I'm gonna take my little thongs, a gift from one of my subscribers. You guys may always see the things that you gift me with in the videos, so thank you to the subscriber that sent me my little utensil cooking set. I appreciate you so much. I finally found a place for it in the van where it could stay out and about, and I don't have to put it under the cabinet, y'all. So I'm turning my bacon over, cooking the other side on the same low heat. And y'all, if y'all haven't heard anything about people cooking with bacon grease, and that bacon grease is actually healthy for you, did y'all know that? And actually the other day when I was in the store, y'all, guess what? They was selling bacon grease in the store. Now y'all remember when mama, you know, they say daddy in the bedroom shooting dice, mama in the bed, in the kitchen cook. How that saying go? If anybody know how that saying go, tell me down in the description box below. But anyway, y'all remember when mama used to be in the kitchen and she would cook, and not my mama because she didn't cook, y'all, but they would be in the kitchen cooking, and they would save the cooking grease. They would save the bacon grease and pour it in a little tin can and would use it to cook with. Girl, now they selling you bacon grease. They selling you bacon grease. Everything they told us not to do, they doing it. So y'all, I'm doing this for the first time. I took my toast and just put it on the little skillet thing with the bacon grease on there and toasting it. And I'm doing the same thing to my eggs. I always cooked my eggs in the bacon grease, but I never toasted my bread with the bacon grease. So I am just toasting my bread with the bacon grease on there, and y'all, it came out so good, and the toast wasn't greasy or anything like that. It was just enough grease on there to brown both sides of my toast. And so I'm gonna fry my eggs, and I'm gonna shake some salt, some pepper, and some parsley on there. By the time I do that, y'all, it's time to turn these eggs over. I almost overcooked them, so I'm gonna turn my eggs over and add a little salt and pepper, little parsley, turn my eggs over, and y'all, in a few minutes, guess what, y'all? Dinner is served. And not only is dinner served, what is going to make this dinner fabulous, darling, is that this dinner was cooked in a van. If you think just because you live in a van, or you think just because somebody lives in a van that they cannot cook and eat healthy, I have another story for you. If you have not seen my van tour video, I think I might have it linked in the description box below. You need to go watch that video and see. I got a whole 4-burner stove in my van, and I also got a refrigerator, y'all. Y'all see how that toast came out? Girl, don't that toast look good? Girl, don't tell me that my food don't look just as good as yours, and you cooking in the house and I'm cooking in the van. Girl, stop lying. Stop lying and stop telling me that my food don't look as good as yours. You is just mad because I can cook in the van and you ain't even cooking at home. Tell the truth and shame the devil, girl. I be getting down in my kitchen, in my van. Y'all wouldn't have even known that this meal was not cooked in a van if I didn't tell you. Now leave some comments in the comment bar below and let me know, did you know that I was cooking in a van if I didn't tell you? Y'all see that refrigerator next to that stove? Girl, I be burning up in here. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all this week, girl, because I'm going to be cooking some of everything. I'm going to be cooking my turkey legs, my lima beans. I'm gonna fry me some shrimp. I want to fry some lobster tails and everything. I'm gonna show y'all everything I be cooking in the van. I might even make me some spaghetti, y'all. I wanted to add some more oatmeal to this because it wasn't thick enough for me, and I wanted enough for a couple of days. When I cook oatmeal, y'all, I cook enough for a couple of days. You know, if y'all didn't know, you could warm oatmeal up the next morning, put you a little water up in there, boil the water in the pot first, put a little water up in there, add your oatmeal up in there, and y'all won't even know that it's leftover oatmeal. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about, girl. I don't be cooking no oatmeal every day, but I could eat it every day. It is delicious, y'all. And y'all see how golden brown my bacon came out, and I got my toast and I got my oatmeal right here. Girl, guess what? I am getting ready to eat. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bye now.